Hello folks, hope you're having a good Sunday so far. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and this is the Citadel server. We are in Westhill, the 2.5-year-old medieval build, and we left off yesterday working on the side of the keep here. And that's where we're going to start right from the start today. Pick up where we left off because we got as far as this tower. And I'm not entirely happy with it, but I'm going to move on and do the rest of this wall, I think, and already my frame rate is being abysmal with shaders on, so I'm going to switch back to normal. But yeah, that's where we are. Dan, thanks for the sub. 29 months coming up on the big 3-0. Much appreciated. Hope you're having a good weekend. So I had just started to bring the texture across here, and I think what I need to do is get some tough happening a little bit higher here. I may only have the one. Yeah, it looks like we need to go get some more. Kel, Blast Jordan, Charlie Mudkip, hello, welcome in. Okay, we've got mud, got the salt. I think we're good on everything. So I had already created kind of like this odd transition here. But what I need to do is now bring in a bit more tough in this area. Having one of those days where I'm trying not to have my air conditioning on in my studio. Don't want to have it on all the time, but as the day is getting on, it's a lot warmer than it was forecasted to be. So if I start to get sleepy, it's because I'm stubborn and decided not to make my life easy. That work? Not really. That's a little bit better. I mean, most of this you can't see, but it's nice to kind of have the full thought all the way through. I think that's pretty good. Might want to add one just a little bit higher here. And then we have to think about where we're going to put the cracked bricks. That seems to be the next sort of phase. I feel like this is a good spot for one. I think of the cracked bricks almost like the transition between the cobblestone and the andesite. That might make a funny pattern. Yeah, let's maybe we'll switch it for this one. That's better. Now I feel like we can probably take the andesite a little bit higher on this side. Charlie Mudkip subscribing. Tier 1, 3 months. That's the Water Keystone badge. Thanks so much, Charlie. Really appreciate the support. 18 Marcel 12, hello, welcome in. We're working on the texture on the outside of the keep, so we're working along this wall here, right there. Yeah, I almost feel like we could take this a little higher. And actually, I don't know, I don't think I want to do... I think I tried doing stone up and down that before. I didn't think I liked the idea of it. We've got these stone corners on these ones, and I was thinking about doing it on this big one, but I think it was weird with the transition, if I recall. I do remember going up and down, trying the different ideas. I feel like it needs something, though. Maybe we can do some polished andesite? Weather forecast said it would be around 29 Celsius at night yesterday. Wow. 36 of the humidity. That's warm at night. That's warm during the day. Nope. I don't like the L shape, but this isn't so bad. Maybe we can do 3 with the smooth stone at the top. Yeah, that sort of looks like a support. I don't know that it works 3 in a row, but we'll leave it for now. We've not done that anywhere else, so be careful with that. Dutchy, welcome back. I see that you've changed your name. I wasn't criticizing. I hope that wasn't taken to heart yesterday. You know, I feel like here we could break up a little bit more of this andesite with a regular brick. I need one more in that area somewhere. Probably right where that andesite is. Didn't know you could change the display version, so I went and looked. Oh, and right on. Well, hey, you learn something new every day, right? You learn something new every day. I'm not even sure what color my name is in chat. I think it's red. I don't know these things. No, it's green. It's probably really hard to read on a white background, but I'm not sure who. I mean, there's people that have a dark background in their Twitch chat, and then there's monsters, right? I mean, there's two kinds of people in the world. But I think what I want to do is I want to try and pull this andesite up higher, because I like this kind of flow here. So we'll try that. I also need to get a little bit of andesite up here. Oh, guess feels a little bit even there. Maybe I'll bring it over here. That didn't work at all. That's not bad. It looks pretty good. For all that jumping and sliding off a scaffolding, I could have just jumped right down to the ground. Don't like that very much. Do you have any idea when you think you'll finish Westhill? I would find it hard to walk away. That's part of the challenge, honestly, Dutchy, is finishing it. I feel like I have a brain limit of 3 years. I feel at that point it's my own fault that it's not done. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been distracted by other games, and you kind of procrastinate sometimes when things get a little tough. And I feel like these last details are really time consuming, and so you can put in a 2 or 3 hour stream and really not feel like you've made much progress. So that's a little bit frustrating. Oops. Actually, that looks okay. Might have to remember that. All right, how does this look from the various approaches? I know we won't be able to see it until we really kind of get closer. the kind of thing you only notice when you're really looking at it, but when you notice the keep and you realize that there's like a gradient from light all the way to dark, I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like we can maybe poke some of this stuff a little higher. Oh, and it didn't bring any of the basalt or any of the mud along either. And that's more for just like down here. I feel like I don't think we're going to keep this door. I think this door is eventually going to go away, which is now we're presented with another problem in that we had a door directly across from this and we were using it technically to get around. But now we have a secret door, which I quite like. And maybe it's time to put another secret door on the other side. So we still have access, but we covered up the door here. It was right there with decoration. So I feel like maybe I don't know if I want supports like that. These are andesite walls, and then see we don't have the windows above on the other side. It's just the straight. It's the outside wall of the battlement. It's not like a building. Hey, look, more flowers. It's a storage system for folks wondering. So yeah, I guess we could try to come up with maybe a secret door in the cobbler shop, in the shoe shop maybe. But I don't want to go through the whole process of like going down under a trapdoor. We don't really have anything. I guess there's the tavern. Like there's this place. We could try to find a place to put a door in here. That would make the most sense, actually. Because outside this is just all solid rock, right? It probably comes out in the dungeon. Where are we? Negative 9,088. That could be a cool spot for a door. Although it's kind of visible there. $9,088 would be... Well, it would be right in the middle there. So it wouldn't be so secret. The Mattcast subscribing at tier 1, 62 months. You've reached retirement age. And a full stack is coming up. That's true. That's amazing. Thanks ever so much for the support, my friend. Hope things are well. Aggro Ninja, hello. How was the rest of your stream yesterday? If we do keep this door, I'm probably going to make it look a little bit more important. But at the moment, I feel like it would be... It bugs me as like a a weak point in the structure of the keep. Like, what's the point of having a drawbridge and a portcullis if you've got a door directly to your basement? Seems a little strange. There's not enough room for any kind of like additional buttress work or anything like that, so we have to think about how we're going to proceed. It was great. Thanks for asking, and thanks for the raid. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I wasn't familiar with your content, but someone in our chat recommended it and said you were live. I generally try to send people on to like the same sort of vibe, you know? And if I happen to have a lot of people in chat, which I didn't yesterday, but if I have a lot, I always like to try to find somebody that's got like a lower number of people in chat, try to spread love. Old player, hello, welcome in. I feel like we can speckle a couple of these in here too. A little bit higher. Old player raiding with a party of 12. Fantastic. Thanks so much. Welcome in. For folks that might not be aware, I do the Spawn Chunks podcast with Pixel Riffs and the Citadel Cafe podcast with friends. I'd say that's pretty good. Thanks for the follows, folks. Much appreciated. I'll clear the scaffolding out here. I think this all looks pretty good. Good. Get the rest of this. Thanks for the shout out for old player. What am I building? We are working on my medieval city that's about 2.5 years old. This is all hand built by me, live in survival. All the VODs are on Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. I stream and podcast full time, so that's my job. And we've been working on the outside wall. I've made this too noisy, but I think I'm quite happy with the wall back here. I think that's looking pretty good. Obviously the tower's in the way. Trying to find places that you would actually see it. Yeah. I think that looks good. The main view is really just from the alley. You can see it from over here too. Nice. Right, so I think that's that part done. I will want to revisit that other tower. I like how dark it is in the alley now that we've added this darker tone at the bottom. I quite like that. I think it's good. Like, this feels very dark and spooky. Don't have any decorations out here. Still don't know what to do about this door, but we're going to need that door for access, I think, for the rest of the stream. So I'm not going to get rid of it just yet. Thanks, old player. Patience, persistence. Really all it's been It's just keeping on, you know? Lurking from the shadows is Cosmic Dancer. Hello, Cosmic. Whoops. So we'll continue the andesite around this tower at a new height. Yanni, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Ninja, thanks for the raid. Or coming along with the raid, rather. And no worries. I understand that a lot of people that come in from a raid have probably been watching previous streamer for a bit, and they likely have to duck out. But I appreciate the follow. Do check out the Spawn Chunks podcast if you haven't already. New recording will be published tomorrow. We'll be talking about the latest snapshot in Java, as well as any Bedrock news and listener email that has come in. So the only thing I can really think about for this tower right now is a couple of odd stone bricks along the way. Just so it's not quite so plain. But it's really minimal. I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what? It's not bad. It's better than it was before. You listen to the first couple, the podcast is awesome. Nice. When you say listen to the first couple, did you go back and listen to like episode 1? Because it's not sequential. Out of curiosity. I find a lot of Minecraft players tend to 100% the podcast. Start at the beginning. Yeah, you know, it's not too bad. We'll add a couple more to the other side. To make a note here about where they are. So I need to put maybe one up there and one like here and then there maybe. Try to put one up here. And then maybe down here. Actually, we might be able to sneak in one around the window. That looked pretty good over here. We did that yesterday. Yeah, let's do that. I listened to the first two when they were released. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh yeah, Impulse and Skiz do a great show. We actually had Impulse on our show a couple of times now. Oh, I should have slept. Yeah, for anybody that's checking out the spawn chunks, my recommendations is usually listen to the most recent. So whatever August 7th or something, whatever was the latest one that just came out. And then if you want to go back and go through the archive, my recommendation is usually to go back in between episodes. Like while you're waiting for a new one to come out, listen to the old ones and then go back and listen to the old ones. Yeah, that works quite well. Wonder if we can get away with a cracked stone there, just because it's next to andesite. Lothus, hello, welcome in. I feel like I need to sneak in another one, like maybe on the corner here. Maybe we'll put it in the andesite rather than on top. Oh, that really stands out. I don't know if I like that. Nope. Try maybe one lower. No. And no. I wonder if we can fill in a couple of these along the way as well. I think that looks okay. It's tough because I'm kind of adding a texture when I'm really not sure what I want to do. So I'm kind of just making it look good enough. Yeah, if we do that, I think we have to lose these. Cosmic Dancer. Banning from the lurk. So good, you can ban even when you're not here. Thanks so much. I really should look into that idea that I had yesterday. I think Dan did. Was it Dan? No, Elkhorn. Elkhorn DM'd me to remind me to say, like, Joel, you should figure out how to make a squeaky noise that only certain people can use, so that when someone gets banned, someone can make like a squeaky dog toy noise. I'm undecided if I want like a cute little squeak, or if I want to squeak when like a dog gets a hold of a squeaky toy and then like shakes it, you know? So like there's like squeak, and then there's like the squeak shake, like craziness when the dog just kind of like goes, rawr, you know? Like I feel like that would be a really fun noise for banning knuckleheads that come in and think that they're, you know, the internet's gift to us. Do we have another zombified piglin in here? We probably do. You're the oinking. Maybe not. I don't know whether I've overdone it with these little squares or not. I feel like that one might be a little bit too much. The latter were definitely more on point, yeah. Speaking of squeak toys, did you get a puppy? Are you asking me? Believe you, if I get a puppy, the whole world would know. Oh yes, I was absolutely considering it. More than considering it, I had a breeder lined up. I had a dog ready to get on a plane. No, my landlord won't allow it. And I won't be able to say anything more about that without cursing. So, unfortunately, no. Where I live right now, I'm not allowed to have a dog. People are only supposed to have one cat per apartment. It's supposed to be registered with the landlord. I'm telling you right now, no one in my building follows that rule. No one. I'm allergic to cats. And I feel as someone that works from home, among a number of other reasons, that the dog situation would have been a-okay. They just decided to exercise their right to be mean. I don't know what to say. So yeah, no, I had a pocket American bully lined up last August, about a year ago, actually. I still want to get one, and when I do, believe me, I will let everyone know. No, that doesn't look good. Back the way it was. Actually, I can probably go there. I don't know what just happened there. So many of these little prank flowers everywhere. The only thing that's that works against Cosmic for the little prank flowers is that no one is going to like second guess who might have put it there. Like it's not going to be, I wonder if this was Alistair. Nope. No one is going to be confused at all. I don't think. All right, I've kind of gone off the rails here and moved into a different space than I was intending, but that looks pretty good. We can maybe put another block up there. Also have to sleep. Oh, don't worry about it, Cosmic. I think it's hilarious. It's the kind of thing like, I'm not a big prankster. And for me to appreciate a practical joke, it has to be in a very good spirit. And I think that like the flower in the closet thing, like it's the kind of thing that doesn't even interrupt like the person's design. Like it's so subtle. And I think that's the cleverness of it all, I think. Like the behind the storage system, like, you know, it's not disruptive in any way. Not that a flower in the middle of the road would be disruptive either, but do you know what I mean? Like it's just, it's not, in terms of being a deal, it is the smallest deal as opposed to being a big deal. It is like the opposite of a big deal. I was like, why is there a hole there? But that's the drain. I think I can maybe sneak another one in here. Don't want to put it on the corner. Sure. One more side to go. And that's going to need some andesite, I think. Oh, no, maybe I brought that up already. Okay. There's a hole there. How? There we go. Speaking of puppy, my family just rescued another one, and he's now barking so much in the middle of the night. Oh no, that sucks. I know rescues are important, but I feel like I would definitely go with a puppy. I want that experience, I think. I also want to know that the dog doesn't have any existing trauma, because I don't have a lot of experience, and by a lot I mean very little. Like, my family never had dogs growing up, so it's only been dogs that partners have had or friends have had that I've been used to. So so I'd like to, like I said, I don't have the experience. If I was to have to deal with like a reactive dog or something, I don't have that kind of level. But I really have a lot of respect for people that like foster puppies and get them sorted out and off to new homes. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. There's a glaring empty spot that I've not touched at all. I don't know what we're going to do there. Maybe more rock? It's probably the best idea. I mean, it doesn't look naked anymore, so that's good. It looks a little bit manufactured. It's not the smoothest texture job. But it's the kind of thing where, like, if I battle with it forever, then I'll just be constantly changing and building in this area. So I like this kind of stuff way more than I like that. But at this point, it's kind of like where we are. I wonder if the tower would look good with some spruce on it. I feel like I've tried that before, because we have this this pattern on the stone bridge that goes across the Westhill River. Got this nice kind of stone border that separates like the top from the bottom, and I'm wondering if this tower could use something like that here. I just don't know if it would make it look cheap or unsteady. Like, wood holding up that much stone just doesn't seem... At that height, it might feel brittle, where here it feels okay. I think there's also just a lot of wood around it, so it all kind of feels like one thing, but then to have a little bit of wood up there would be weird. All right, now I have to fix that because it's making my eye twitch. Main courtyard towers, main hall decor, mezzanine, main tower rampart, main second floor. Texture west keep wall exterior, west tower texture, east exterior. We've done that. East keep ramparts and tower. So the tower is what we're working on now. East Hall Library external texture and East Hall Library second floor. Right, that's just plain stone. Okay. And then, yeah, this feels really odd. I'm not sure if I like it with the bricks or whether we were better off leaving it. We did this all along the walls out front, and for whatever reason, it works really well. It's the exact same thing. If anything, it's busier, and I was happy with this, and I'm not changing it, so I don't know why that's bugging me, you know? It needs something. I feel like it needs something. Agro Ninja, thanks. Appreciate it. Here, let me get a bit of a bird's eye view. This is just my section of the world. There's players on the Citadel that have had enough time to make stuff that covers a lot more ground. But this is all me. This is the last 2.5 years. And all of this is on YouTube. If you go to Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube, then you watch me build all this brick by brick. Starting with these farms over here. And then we worked our way down. I skipped ahead. I got excited about the town. The plan was to put another farm here and other things along this kind of area. There's a road here that I want to do sometime soon as well. And bring everything in. But I got distracted by how much fun it was to start the town. All right, keep that and get more of those. All right. Well, it's almost time to sleep, and it's also almost time for my first break. So I'm going to step away for 5 or 6 minutes. Folks that are new to the channel, again, thanks very much for the raid. Old player, appreciate it. If folks are still sticking around, I take a break once an hour. I don't really, I don't know how many people are used to that, but I just need to reheat my coffee and grab another drink. And I throw up some ads, help supports the stream, but you don't miss anything because I'm not here. So 5 or 6 minutes, and we'll be back with a little bit more. You should stretch too. Maybe even grab a friend, let them know that we're all here. And also, Agro Ninja, sorry, I missed the sub. Thanks so much. Tier 1 sub from Agro Ninja 89. Make sure you connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts. I'm sure you've probably done it already as a streamer. And you can now join in the Joel Duggan Discord. No pressure, of course, as a streamer yourself. I'm sure you're probably managing your own community, but if you want to poke around, we are going to be playing Palia later today, and there's a Palia section in my Discord now. A number of people in the community are very into it, and so if you're looking at Palia and thinking you want to try it and you want some ready-made friends, then check out the Joel Duggan Discord if you've got access. There's a Palia chat channel and a Palia audio channel for folks that are playing together. But yeah, give me 5 or 6 minutes, folks. I will be right back. All right, let's see if we can fix this tower so I can check off one more thing. So I think the only issue I have with it is just this top section right there that feels a little bit busy. So I'm going to remove those bricks and see if I can come up with something a little bit. Oh, just broke that carrot. That's annoying. All right. Before I got distracted, should be able to put scaffolding here. All right. That goes there. So I wouldn't mind having one of these be a block. That would make sense. So like maybe one there and maybe that one. I don't think I want that to be cobblestone. We'll try it and then come back. Seems like such a simple fix, but if it does the job, then just goes to show sometimes stepping away for a day can make a huge difference. What's my favorite part of Westhill? Ooh. I think I like I'm out of rockets. I think I like the west side. Oops. Yeah, if I was to say off the top of my head, I would say, because I've had more experience before I built it, I feel like this area is probably one of the cooler feeling sections. This feels like a game, this feels like an RPG, you know, like this is what this feels like to me. You know, you got a dock down here, you've got main centered, you know, town square, different shops, and blacksmith, and some movement with the clouds. And yeah, I think this section is probably my favorite. This area is also really nice. If we walk back up here, not sure what you want to. I don't remember what I was calling this, but like the west side, the west road is really very taiga. It's a different vibe altogether, which I like. It's almost like the town is divided into sections. You know, like it's got different feelings depending on where you are. I built the keep and the east side of town first, so they're very simple, which can be good, but it's it just takes a while to kind of get used to. The lone flower on the dock just makes it perfect. Did I miss one? Oh, there it is there. That's funny. I also really like coming into town this way. It's not so much my favorite part. This is just a very cool view. Because of all the landscaping we did out here, this feels really finished. And that's you gotta admit, like, framed between that tree and the forest, like, that's pretty cool looking. I quite like this. Got a bridge. Like, you immediately feel like you're crossing into a territory. You're crossing into a place. You are in somewhere different now once you cross over, which I think is really cool. Some of my other favorite views are down here by the river. Better with shaders, but like this is all very cool down here. All right, let's see if we fix that tower. Still a little on the noisy side. I think maybe I'll remove a couple more cobblestone. Maybe this one. This one. And I need to remove something over here too. I think that's better. I wonder what andesite would look like up top. I do get sick of like constantly flying up here and crawling up the cliff, but yeah, I think that did it. I think that fixed it. Looks like less like a checkerboard now. Good. This still feels like a very straight line, but sometimes you can't help it on this scale. Are you still planning on doing a sci-fi build next? Yeah, like next in quotation marks. There's a bunch of little things around the server that I'd like to do. We did a little bit the other day. I popped down to the end and I did some administration stuff, just like removing end portals and fixing gateways and things like that. But there's a couple of things like redstone farms I'd want. I wouldn't mind getting some villagers ready for whatever changes come in 1.20.2. I've got a couple of villagers already in my swamp base, so I'd like to maybe see if I can't get their trades where I want them. The Discord link sends me to a page from Twitch on how to set up Twitch Discord connection. Yes, that's exactly where it should be sending you. Once you've connected your Twitch and your Discord, then you just look for the Joel Duggan Discord in your connections tab in options on Discord. Cosmic says, I love Westhill as a whole. Well put together. Very good inspiration. Oh, thanks very much. Feels like an RPer's dream. Thank you. I think that's a very high compliment. Okay. I like checking things off. So we're going to... East Hall Library, East Hall External Texture. Keep ramparts and towers. We gotta go check the ramparts. West Tower texture. That's the other tall tower. The West Tower texture, I've got no idea what I'm doing. So East Keep ramparts and towers. East Hall Library external texture. East Hall second floor. Okay, so the ramparts are up here. Those will be easy. I feel like I've done the inside rampart walls for the most part. Looks a little bit plain. Maybe we can add a little andesite across the top here somewhere. I think that would be fine. That's going to change the walking in the top there. Maybe we should do the top first. I know I did a little bit of it over here, and that's going to affect the top. I don't know if I've done any of the ramparts. This is all very plain. That's plain. This is all plain. Nothing. A little bit of texture here. And then not so much up here. Right, there's really not much you can do up here. Okay. Did I do the back parts? I thought I did a little bit of back part stuff. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, I did this stuff here. So this has a lot of brick in it. We probably won't be going that heavy on the brick. This is probably more like what we're doing. So just andesite, cracked brick, and stone brick. Yeah, all along here. And I just have to make sure that in places where I've got a little extra pillar thing, that's where I can add in a block on the edge. So here, for example, we can do that, right? I don't necessarily want to do it there because then you can see it on the other side. But this looks okay because the andesite seems to work okay over there. So for example, we can't do... Oh yeah, this is all solid. So we can do whatever we want along the outside here. So we can totally do something like this. Right? Yeah, okay. I'm going to go grab some doors though. Because I definitely need to put in some doors. And I don't think I brought them with me. Wonder if they'll ever make Minecraft compatible with VR. They already have they not? Or was that an aftermarket solution that somebody put out? It was a mod? Okay, that makes sense. I mean, Minecraft can barely function on some high-end computers as it is. I'd imagine that VR would be a bit insane. I think VR would be really odd too, because I think it'd be difficult to communicate to someone just how big the blocks are, you know? The scaling is definitely confusing, yeah. I think it looks good on a computer screen, but then in VR, to walk up to a block like this and have it be almost half as tall as I am, like waist height, would be weird. Right, so I don't want to use a stone, but I wonder if we can get away with a polished andesite block here. That looks pretty good. What I try to do with doors is have them open in the opposite way of where you're going, so I feel like I'd want to have the door open that way. And then here it would be the opposite. I don't want to be going that way, so I want the door to open on this side. Cool. And pick one of those. Maybe we'll make this one andesite. So the other challenge we have here is that we've got andesite up here. So I'm going to try not to use too much andesite next to that, if I can help it. I don't want to overdo it. I just want to create enough texture that it looks a little different. Crap, I don't know what that was. Slab, maybe? No, it was a full block. Okay. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Okay. Playing with someone that used it said it was strange and was usually glad when we were on a group because a few things were super difficult. In Minecraft VR, you mean? Yeah, combat in VR would be weird. Alright, so that has to stay like that. This might be all we can really do up here, you know? This stuff all overhangs. That's a full stone. Is it visible? Yes, okay. Door. Let's do cracked brick here. I feel like I already had a door in here. Maybe I didn't. Maybe there. Need light. I need a bed that's closer than all the way downstairs. Getting really good at navigating these hallways, that's for sure. Sort of. There's so many different ways to get to the same place, you sometimes forget which way you can go. Whoops. I almost want another texture to put in here, but I'm not quite sure what to do. I think some of these would be okay if we did a little andesite. They're not visible from below, so might as well. Yeah, that helps a lot. Okay. Maybe we can do a couple more like that too. Remove some of the repetition of the pattern. Now, any of these, only these ones that we can change? No. Okay. I think that's pretty good, all things considered. Feels a little repetitive, but not too bad. Crash Gaming 17, been building your first mega build, Cyberpunk City. Very cool. There's somebody in our Spawn Chunks community that's doing a bang up job on a Cyberpunk City. Really, really cool stuff. Oops. I think we could just leave that as a full height ceiling. Yep, just enough texture to make it look like it's done something. Obviously, we need some railings and some detail that happens to be in there too. And also, I don't know if I'm keeping this stone staircase. I think that's probably going to end up changing. I think what would be better here would be a log going across here and then maybe a wooden staircase going up. That would probably look better. Right, so all along here, I just have to pick the ones that you can't see from the outside, which is not going to be very many. Yeah, these are all solid, so should be pretty straightforward. Now here, we can put one down that you can't see. But here I think an andesite piece would probably look okay. Might as well continue with the polished andesite. And then the door is going to open on this side, I would say. There's something really cathartic about doing this kind of stuff at the end when you're no longer worried about designing form or function, like you're just straight up making texture decisions and just kind of like adding little bits of polish here and there. I'm also thinking about, like, if people were always at the wall, like, where would the wear and tear be? You know, like, what would be the most traffic? You know, kind of thinking about where people's feet would be going. Actually, maybe we'll go there. Looks good, and could maybe use andesite there, and hopefully that looks good from the outside. Yeah, I just think in some places we're going to want to pull it down a little bit. That looks fine. Maybe we'll do a little add in there. Yeah, overall, I think that works. Feels good, feels finished. I guess we can carry that on in here. Is this a full block ceiling? Yes. We get a lot of rain on the Citadel. It's a little frustrating, actually. Combat was one issue in VR, but there was other stuff with the controls, says Meadow. As I recall, it was complicated to get used to. Yeah, I remember watching someone thinking it was cool, but then one thing that I think would be neat for VR, maybe not playing Minecraft, but I think it would be very cool to walk through Westhill after it was finished in VR. That to me would be something pretty special, I think. Yep, you know, I think that's all we need because I don't know what I'm going to put there, so I don't want to mess around too much with the floor, just in case it's it's covered up by something. Like, why put in all the effort, you know? But this is part of another part of the checklist, so I'm going to wait to do that. I just wanted to continue the texture on the floor. So we've done that here. This all done. This is wood, so I don't have to worry about that. This is not done. This needs polished. And a door. I thought I did all this. Now, is that visible from anywhere? I don't think so. Thankfully, the rain will be over. What was the first thing you ever built in Westhill? It was the front gate. It was, I don't have the art on hand, but I took some inspiration from some RPG, some Asian RPG art. And I did this. It was just this section here. I don't think I had that on it. I think it was just this part here, and then this, and then that part there. With the idea that the wall was going to go that way, and the wall was going to go that way. That was the first thing I did. I think very shortly after that, I moved in through here, blocked out a couple of houses, and then I built the bridge. Because this river was here. Like, the rivers that run through Westhill are absolutely Minecraft rivers. I've just smoothed them out. But this is all natural Minecraft terrain. Thanks, Touchy. Alright, so we've added the doors. I'm just going to continue with this texture a little bit. Thankfully, this is going to be pretty straightforward, I think. Just kind of looking at what's happening down here. You just want it to feel kind of worn. The wear and tear. Cracks and treads where it makes sense. Maybe we'll make this one cracked. I think I can get away with changing that. I don't know whether I want to keep those as stone stairs or switch them over to brick. They probably will look better as brick stairs. Didn't bring those with me though. Wonder if this will look okay. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing is sort of built out of the same material. Not a lot of texture happening on this side though, is there? Maybe we'll make this regular stone. A little bit less in your face. Nice. One more door. Ooh, that's not the best. Usually I'm not a fan of these kind of vertices meeting. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do the stair thing, but we'll leave it as a regular color. A regular stone, rather. Regular color, Joel. That was really specific. Exiting that way. So door over on this side. Sure. No idea what's happening in here. This could absolutely be whatever kind of floor we want, so I'm not going to attempt that yet. That's later on the to-do list after we figure out what kind of furniture mod we're going to add. Yanni, back with food. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I have the munchies, but I have no snacks in the house. Rather frustrating. Makes it feel a little bit more worn. But at least that's the ramparts done. I sort of feel like this would be better off as bricks. But I didn't bring my slabs with me. So I'm going to go get those now. Just in case. Let's just see. It's only 4 blocks. See if they look a little bit cleaner as brick stairs. Yeah, I think so. Oh, I didn't realize that was the inside in here. Huh. See here where I think we can add more happening. And this, I think, could almost go the stair. Yeah. Stair. Full block. And then slab on top of it, just to kind of make it feel different than the ground. Yeah, then it feels more like one piece here. This could honestly maybe be even a polished slab. Sure. Don't think I want to get into doing bricks up here. I've got a funny feeling that's going to look a little bit odd. With a weird connection there. It does feel a little bit smoother though. Maybe if we add in the andesite here? Sure. Oh, nope, that doesn't work. The only thing we could do there maybe would be to put like a trapdoor or something, but I don't want to do it just yet. that is on the other block, so we can totally put whatever we want here. I may have to change this later depending on what happens downstairs with the ceiling. For now, we'll do that just because that's what we've been doing consistently. So time flies when you're having fun. Dark again. All right, this is also a very dark area. We will need to figure out how to do some lighting out here. It's very hard to read chat when you're spiraling downstairs. Try not to bounce off the walls. Pasta bake with broccoli and ham. Yeah, that sounds good. I've got pork chops for dinner tonight. I was going to barbecue, but it looks like it's going to rain. I might have to do some pan-seared, which is fine. That's fine. I think that's the whole battlement. Like, I think that's the east battlement sorted. So we get to check that off the list. Double check to make sure it doesn't look terrible in the daylight. I think we're okay. Yeah. Looks good to me. Feels pretty natural. I dig it. So that's the east battlement. We've not done the west over here. But that's okay. It's probably going to be another day. That's another item on the list. I've got a bad habit of not checking things off on the same streams that I do them. East Keep, ramparts, and towers. Oh, I still got to do the stairs. East Hall, Library, External Tertiary. So towers are part of the... Yeah. So we're not done. We're not done. I still have these stairs over here to do. And this stuff up here. All right. I'll probably do this when I decorate the rest of the area with like boxes and crates and things. So we'll save that for the next thing. Is there any way to maybe compress this or change that? Let's do it this way. I just want to check something off. Hall Library external texture and East Hall Library second floor. That's in here. So that's all of this has no texture. And as far as I know, it needs to be all the way around. So that's like definitely something for another day. Yeah. All this needs to have some texture on it. And then we'll carry whatever we do onto this wall as well. Feels very plain. I feel like I don't know if it would necessarily get windows. It might not be a bad idea. They would be shuttered windows, like with little trapdoors in them, maybe. Dutchy says I'm going to be applying for game design and game art courses at the start of this year. That's awesome. Congratulations. I have to make a portfolio of my own as I never chose any art subjects. Do you have any tips that are for art in general? Sorry, art is such a broad thing. And I did not do game design. I'm not a game designer. I took fine art. Like I took like sculpture, painting, drawing, all that kind of stuff. I would say anything in art that would give you some spatial analysis, because if you're building levels for game design, then you'd want to have a good kind of like immersive radar. Sketch art, you mean like drawing? Again, that kind of stuff, you know, you can find so many tutorials online. It's impossible to really give advice over audio on a Minecraft stream, right? All right. Things have been checked off. Inventory is feeling really cluttered, so let's take care of this quickly so that next time I'm not going bananas. It's all the smooth stone that we took out of, or not smooth stone, but the stone that we took out of all of the walls that as we were replacing it. We got like several stacks. It's quite funny. Excellent. Very cool. Well, I feel like we got a fair amount done. Rain again. This is another reason why I'm happy to be moving on today. Texture the West Keep wall exterior. Done. West Tower texture. Oh, we did that. Not happy with it, but we did do that. East Keep ramparts. East Hall library. No, sorry. I got my east and my west mixed up. That's the wrong side. East exterior, East Keep ramparts. I didn't even have the East Tower down as something to check off. East Keep Tower, so that's not quite done. East Hall Library, external texture, East Hall Library, second floor. Okay. And did not attempt any of that stuff today. Cool. Folks, I'm going to continue to stream, but I'm going to switch over to Palia, which is a new MMO from Singularity 6 that's in beta. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of an extended break for a couple of reasons. One, just to kind of get a good stretch, but also to create a separate VOD. But there's a number of folks hanging out here. I've had a really good time chatting with you this afternoon. So stick around. We will move over to Palia. You can also check out things like the Spawn Chunks and the Citadel Cafe podcasts. Those are both free wherever you find a podcast. Spawn Chunks is about Minecraft. The Citadel Cafe is about sci-fi and fantasy art and entertainment. And Tadpole Milk was on the Citadel Cafe this week. This will be published soon. I hope to do it today or tomorrow. So check that out. You can also check me out on social media at Joel Duggan, very easy to find. And of course here on Twitch. And if you are so inclined and you'd like to join the Discord, check out Patreon. It's one of the cheapest and most consistent ways to support me as a streamer. Patreon.com/JoelDuggan. For the price of a cup of coffee or less per month, then you can help me do this and continue to create content for you. And I truly appreciate it. You get access to the Discord, and there's lots of really fun stuff happening in there in between streams. So hang tight. I'll be about 10 minutes or so, and we'll switch over to Palia. See you in just a bit.